Okay, so there's some new footage that was released by Nintendo showing the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom concept designs. I think that word means the same thing. But what I'm trying to say is that Ultra Hand would have looked differently. So we all know what Ultra Hand looks like nowadays. It looks like, well, this. It's, you know, big wheels, big green wheels with arrows on them indicating what direction they're facing, and Zonai Sheikah, not Sheikah, but just Zonai devices that make up pretty much every vehicle in that game, and fans and all sorts of cool stuff. But what if I told you it would have looked different, a lot different? And what I mean by different is essentially the Zonai weren't going to exist. They did exist, but Ultra Hand was originally going to look like this. Yeah, it was going to look like Sheikah devices. And that just goes to show what could have happened, like what it could have looked like and how cool it would have been. Now, me personally, I am a Sheikah freak. Like, I love the Guardian since the channel name, but I love everything Sheikah related, all the way from the Guardians to the towers to literally everything about the Sheikah Slate. It's just really cool to me. And seeing this concept for a Sheikah kind of car that you could have built, and like a Sheikah raft and a cannon that was made in the in-depth version of Tears of the Kingdom back when they were still working on the game. They were using a Breath of the Wild basically copy so they could just play around with game physics and work out Ultra Hand. And because they were just using assets, it probably was never going to be Sheikah devices. It was probably going to be the Zonai. But to test the physics, they were probably going to use Sheikah devices instead of Zonai devices, which probably wasn't even made by the developers yet. Hence why they were using that. Hence why this footage exists. Now, what's funny is that you can't find this footage anywhere. I swear, I searched through X or Twitter. I searched through YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I looked through all of these and I could not find this footage anywhere. I think Nintendo deleted the footage, but a very trustworthy source, GameSpot, has the footage in a video that they released about things that you didn't know about The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And they looked over this, and this footage is called something very unusual and that has nothing to do with the device at all. The footage is called Zelda error footage. Now, I don't know why it's error. That's just what it's called. And it's in the game files somewhere. Maybe. But it was recorded in the development of Tears of the Kingdom. It even says it in the bottom left corner. So, yeah, that's the thing. Ultra Hand would have looked like Sheikah devices, and I just thought that would have been awesome. But now, if any modders are watching this video, which they're probably not, I'm not big enough yet, but please mod Tears of the Kingdom to have this Guardian Sheikah equipment to replace Zonai. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Zonai is awesome, but this would have been so much cooler. One, because I'm a Sheikah freak, and two, it just looks cooler than the green. I'm kind of over the green, and imagine if you could Ultra Hand a Guardian to your car made out of Sheikah devices, and it was powered by a new rune on the Sheikah slate. Like there could have been so many new features that would have been awesome, but were scrapped for the final game. Just like the opening room was completely changed, like the prologue. So a lot of things happened in development, and I think this was one of the coolest parts. So, yeah, that's the thing. Hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next video.